Okay, let's see if we can improve this quiz. Let's take a look at the quiz. So one of the things that's not very good is this here. We've hard coded. Whoops. We've hard coded in a single country, and it would be good if we didn't have to have that hard coded. If we could get the question from a different place, if I'm from the server, ideally. So this value C has been hard coded in here. Let's try and get that value from the server. So to do that, we need to make an AJAX call. The AJAX call works like this. So I can do $.ajax, and I have to give it a number of parameters. So I have to give it the parameters in this format. So the URL, that's where it's getting it from. We're going to get that from the server. So we will try, let's try random country. So I'm going to call this random country. The idea is I call the server, ask for random country, and if that call works, then the success function will kick off. That's this function here. Okay, and just to see that working, we'll do console.log whatever came back. So what came back? Well, I usually call it D, and that is the argument to this function. So the idea of an AJAX call is it makes a call back to the server. I'm going to call random country, and if it's successful, then this function here, this anonymous function, will kick off, and D will be the value that came back from that call. Let's try that. So we'll put the debugger on and I'll reload. Okay, so I made a call to random country, and nothing good happened. If we look, here's a random country call, and the server is responding no such URL. Let's change the server to fix that. So vi server. Okay, so that's a new route. We've got countries beginning with, we've got continent, we've got country ID, we've got quiz, and this call is random country. So we'll make up a new route. App.route. Okay, so the call is /random country, and we need a function associated with that, random country. No parameters, so there's no input to this call. What we need to do is return. Okay, how do I get a random country? I think I've done something like this before. I'm already using random. Where do I find a call to random? Not seeing it. Okay, I can't see it. It's something like W R, return WR. So W, you remember, is the list of all countries, and R, I need that to be a random number. A random number. Ooh, how does it go? It's something like random dot randint. I'm gonna have to look it up. Okay, let's look it up. So what we want is, we're using Python. It's nothing to do with Flask. Random integer. Okay, been here before. C, don't want that. Rand range. Okay, return a randomly selected element from a range start, stop, step. Not interested in step. Randint, here we go. Randint AB, return a random integer n such that n is greater than or equal to a, less than or equal to b. Okay, so was that randint? Yep, randint A and B. So the lowest value is 0. 0 is perfectly okay. I want the largest value to be less than the length of W, so that's len W minus 1. That should give me a random number between 0 and 1 less than the length of the list, and I'm going to return that random country. That should work. So let's write that out, and we'll try and reload. Okay, so reload. Ooh, server error. That's worse. Internal server error. Let's see what random country looks like. It's not liking that at all. What have I done wrong? Let's try running the server directly. It looks like there's some kind of syntax error. No, that's okay. Okay, I'm a bit stuck. Let's see if I can spot the problem. So random country def random country r equals random.randint return wr. Nope, can't see anything wrong with that. Thinking how to debug this. I know what, let's put on debugging. Okay, I'm just going to have to look up how to put on debugging. Okay, I looked it up, and the debugging needs an else statement. Something like that. Let's make the indentation match. Okay, we'll try that. And make a call to rand country again. That's better. Okay, it's claiming that dict is not a callable object. No. Still not obvious to me. Let's have a look back down here. That's not a terribly helpful error message. Okay, I think it's perhaps because I'm trying to return a JSON object and I should be serializing it. So that'll be JSON.encode perhaps. I'm guessing. I should really check. Okay, and that definitely doesn't like JSON.encode. Let me look up, see how to encode something. So this is Python, and I want to JSON encode. JSON encoder and decoder, a dump S. That's what it is. JSON change word dump S. That turns that thing into a JSON string. Let's try again. Reload. That's better. Okay, so that's giving me the JSON string. It's giving me Afghanistan, and then Poland, and then Lebanon, and Slovenia. That seems to be working. Okay, so reload. And it's giving me Israel. Can you see here's Israel? It's still showing Myanmar every time, but there's Israel, reload, and it's giving me Laos, and it's giving me Nepal. That's working exactly as I want it. So how do I use that value? Let's go back to the jQuery. Here's the jQuery. Okay, so what happens is I make the AJAX call. That typically takes a long time, and when it comes back, D has got the value of a random country. So this stuff here, all right, this is relying on this C country, and I don't want to use C, I want to use D, the one that I picked up. So I have to put all of this code here, this stuff that sets up the question. That's line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 lines. I'm going to yank them, 9DD, and I'm going to paste them straight after there, and I'm going to fix the indentation. Okay, and that one. All right, this is getting pretty wild. You see all these curly brackets. It's quite kind of hard to keep track of this. So you got to take care when you're doing this stuff because you want to make sure all those brackets have got to match exactly. Now, the value I'm getting is D. So D is the random country that I got back. And I'm a bit worried that this is coming back as a string and I need it to be a JSON item. I think if I put in here, I think I have to put in data type. Data type is JSON. Okay, so that means D will come back as D will be interpreted as a JSON object, and I should be able to, this is not C.flag, this should be D.flag, and D.flag, and I don't need this hard-coded value anymore. Okay, that'll be quite extraordinary if this works. Let's reload. Oh, I like that. Namibia, and there's Namibia. Reload again. Yes, that's the Netherlands. And that's not Myanmar. That's Senegal. Okay, I'm liking this. I think this can work. Let's reload until I get a country that I know. That was Portugal. I knew that one, but I was too quick. Oh, I don't know any of these countries. Oh, that one I know. Is that? Oh, Trinidad Tobago. I can't be bothered to spell that. Toga. All right, let's try. Tonga, not Toga. Tonga. Yes, well done. Okay, I'm liking this. I get a random country back, and I can make up a question. I've also got a bit of control now because on this alert I can choose what happens next. Let me take up my debugging thing here. Don't need that. So what I want to happen is if that came up, I alert well done. Yep. And then after that, I want to do it again with a new country. So I want to call the whole thing again, and get a different random country. I could reload the page, but I don't want to do that. What I want to do is make all of this, including the AJAX call. I want to make that all happen. Okay, it's a little bit tricky, but bear with me. What I'm going to do is make this thing so far. I'm going to make this a function, and I'm going to put in a new ready function. So here's my new ready function. And I'm going to call the function that I haven't made up yet. I'm going to call show new question. Okay. And this thing here is no longer the ready function. This is going to be my new function, show new function, and the JavaScript way of doing that is this show new question. Okay, so this shouldn't change anything. Here's the ready function, and it's calling a function called show new question, and show new question is the thing that does all of this. I've got too many brackets there. That last round bracket I can lose. Oh, I should put in the parameter here. Okay. Oh. Show new question. Okay, so I've got a JavaScript function called show new question, and the ready function simply calls show new question. Let me write that out and reload, make sure that it's behaving as it was before. That's good. I'm getting random countries. Yep, liking that. Okay, the great thing is now, as soon as I find a country I recognize, that's Vietnam. Okay, so I try Vietnam and it says well done. What I can make it do is after it says well done, then I can call show new question again. All right, so if you get it right, then I say well done, and then I call show new question. Let's see what happens now. So reload. Okay, I think that is Georgia. Actually, I'm cheating here. It says it's Georgia. So let's try Georgia. And it says well done. And now it should load a new country. It did. Okay, I loaded a new country. It put all of these things. It appended again. But really, I want this one to disappear. Okay. It just means that what I want to do is, as soon as this comes back, I want to clear out the question that was there already. So hash question, and I think empty will kind of just remove everything that I have. It'll just make it go away. First time it gets called, that question node will be empty anyway, and so the first time it gets called, I'll be emptying something that's empty anyway. But the next time around, after the well done, it says show new question, and the first thing that should do is to empty the question that was there. Let's try it. Reload. That is Afghanistan, which I can't spell, and that is Bhutan. I think I can spell that. Bhutan. It says well done, and it gives me a new country. That's Israel. And it says well done, and it shows me a new question. Whoa, that's a shame. Serbia didn't work. Wonder what's wrong with Serbia. Serbia, and hopefully I'll get a good country this time. Yeah, that's Namibia. Excellent. Okay, this is working quite nicely. I can also do things like keep track of the score. I think maybe I'll do that in the next video because I'm liking this function so far.